I really like the beach and the tide, like how different the bay can look on different times.
Yeah.
Like you saw this morning, the tide coming in.
Yeah.
I also like looking for sea glass. It's a really mindful thing that I like to do on the beach.
It's clear, fresh air, out in the open, bright.
Yeah.
What about you, Alana?
I find myself appreciating wildlife a lot more since joining the group. I find I'm looking at birds of prey a lot more, so I'll go into the garden and just take a breather and just look up at the sky and see what birds are going past.
Yeah.
And I just think to myself, where they're going, what they're doing, and I've noticed the Canadian geese going over in the flocks.
What brought you to the project in the first place?
Well, initially I was under the care of Minds Matter for mental health.
Okay.
I've always struggled with communication and getting out of the house. So I was referred. I met Alex and Sam, and I just felt really encouraged to join the group. I've always loved nature from being a little kid. It's always been my go-to because at school I didn't really fit in much. I always found myself going outside and finding that peace and that grounding.
Do you think people understand when you say to them, you've had a tough day today? Do you think people averagely know what they're talking?
I think people know, but I don't think they're that keen to own up to it happening to them. So you know, there might be, we all have tough days, but they don't really know the difference between crisis tough day as opposed to just like, you know, the boiler broke or something. You know, that's pretty tough, but it's not quite the same as the kind of crisis where you really need someone to help you out with. You know?
It must be empowering for you, knowing that you're kind of keeping a hold on your mental health. You're telling it what to do rather than it telling you what to do.
Yeah, working towards making yourself feel better. That is empowering.
And I think part of it is mindfulness, because we do quite mindful activities, whether it's like crafting or like doing things with nature. Like we've recently been making a collage out of like different coloured leaves, and yeah, just taking the time to do a mindful activity is really good for your mental health.
She came with a support worker at first, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then she's gone from coming with a support worker to now so much more confidence, which is amazing to see.
It's lovely as a friend to make a friend and see your confidence grow and see both our confidence grow and see all the new things we've been able to do, like creating art projects and instruments and growing things and nurturing them and like nurturing our friendship alongside nurturing plants. It's really nice. Yeah, it's a really nice thing.
When you say really supportive, how does the Bay group support?
Just being there, to be honest. Like, just giving me that routine and knowing on a Thursday that I'm going to come to a group in a couple of hours, and like last week before, we were making moss balls, and then we were doing a bit of vegetation in the allotment, and then a couple of weeks before that we were making some glass jars, craft groups, which is something I've never really looked at or been interested in, so it has given me that support of like being around people as well.
You know, being able to come together with something that we all enjoy, that is we're all able to partake in, because lots of things, you know, younger children, older children, adults don't necessarily do the same things. Whereas this, we can all do it in our own way, in our own time, but together. And that's really nice to have that time, but without lots of distractions as well. And it's amazing what you'll discover when you're out and about. You know, all of a sudden you sat down, there's a little caterpillar next to you. You know, if you're walking, you won't have seen that.
Do you think that being outdoors helps with your mental health?
Yeah, without a doubt. I've got 2 dogs, and just taking them out, and I live further down the course, and just going down to like Sandball's grave and just being outside, it just lifts me morale, even if it's just for half an hour. It stops me from sitting there and being inside my own head, which is good.
Yeah. When you see the murmuration, are you asking questions of how they do it, why they do it?
Yeah, and what they're doing it for, and like how can they be so like in sync with each other that they're not crashing into each other, that kind of thing.
Yeah, because you think about with us humans, we all of a sudden have to do the same dance without anyone saying anything. Doing everything, you know, air guitar on this side, the drums on that side.
Sliding on your knees.
Sliding on your knees, right? But all of these guys are doing it in harmony with each other.
Yeah.
Like, that is a question I've always wanted to know. How and why? What's
Well,
the
I
reason?
think, you know, they're in tune with each other in some animal way, but I think, you know, you could make it a metaphor for community. When you've got really well working communities, you're moving together with whatever's needed, and I suppose I think that's what's valuable about small groups like this, is that they're tuning into what every member of the group needs and meeting that. It's not a prescribed program.
Yeah.
It's a drop in and we're going to do this, but if actually what you need to go is go and sit in the allotment while everyone else is crafting, there's room for that too. And I think you could link that with the way the birds are moving. It's about being in tune with each other.
Yes, I really like that idea. Actually. That if you understand the people around you and you're in tune with them, you can sense if they need a little pick-me-up, they need just, mate, let's go
Definitely.
outside, us together, or do you want to go for a coffee?
Yeah.
And feel better for it.